Hi everybody, I am Darb, or Brad, whatever you want to call me. I'm the one who taught our design week. We are so excited to show you guys everything we've worked on this week. Before we begin, I just want to show you this awesome design board down here. So everything we see today that I'm about to show you in this tour, they had to make sure to make a meticulous design of some kind of beforehand, or at least at some point. And we had to make at least over, I'd say, 20 different costumes. So I'm really impressed with the work these guys did. I can't wait to show you every single costume piece that they've made, and of course all the set pieces they made. We're going to be sprinkling some of those in. But yeah, no, this has been an incredible week. We try to always make sure whenever we do design that we incorporate some sort of, we always try to incorporate the actual culture these stories came from. Like for instance, this year we're doing the Jungle Book, and even though the Jungle Book kind of has some colonialism roots and things like that, which are unfortunately unavoidable, we tried our best to pay as much respect as we could to India by not pulling from more of the colonial roots and pulling more from the Mughal period. And from the Maratha Confederacy's period as well, just to make sure, like I said, more of this was authentically from India, where we were pulling our inspiration. Again, that doesn't fix the colonial roots in it, but it at least pays a bit more respect to where it came from. And I just want to at least show you this wonderful group of kids that did an amazing job this week. Wave hi, everybody, wave hi. And of course, that's Brad on the end. He's our biggest kid. He's also our teacher for the week. I should probably have thrown that in. But yes, great work, everyone. I'm going to miss all of you until next summer, or maybe this upcoming semester. We do have a design class, so please, if you want to join us for the semester, we're doing Shrek and a bunch of other design shows to design. Sign up. Still spots available. All right. Anyways, enjoy the tour. Okay. So we practiced all kinds of painting techniques this week, and one of the main ones we really took time on, especially for this backdrop here, was stippling. I tried to have them stipple a bunch of different shades of green, brown, and eventually I wanted to throw some purple in there, but we didn't get a chance to. We might do that some other time. But yeah, I tried to sort of have this sort of stippled look to have, at least as far as Max, our director for the play, described as almost the shadows of the forest floors, kind of what he's going for. And what I kind of liked about it is they accidentally created even some cool shapes in there. If you really look, you can almost see like an elephant trunk coming out of here. It's a little easier to see in my lighting maybe than yours in this. But yeah, there's all sorts of abstract shapes you can almost pull from the area where the pigment's a bit heavier. Yeah, almost shadows, suggestions of things, which is something I really liked about this. And of course this tree over here, which was, at least on my end, the very first tree I've ever had to build for a set piece, so I was pleased with how it turned out. But yeah, the kids worked on basically, after we built the structure of it, adding chicken wire and cardboard and styrofoam and other things like that inside to sort of fill it out, and then we added muslin to the top of that chicken wire, and added a solution to it that should harden it, and of course added a dry brushing technique, which is a little hard to see again in this lighting here, to sort of give that look of wood grain to it here and there. Yeah, even close up it's a bit hard to see in this lighting, but yeah. And of course then we try to fill out all the remaining stuff with different types of foliage. And over here we actually have a functioning campfire. May not appear so right now being so stagnant, but if I were to turn off the lights, I have a light in there that currently works. And all I have to do really is get a fan, like a little handheld fan later in the summer. And that should actually give the tissue paper in there holding this up a bit more of a flickered effect when we turn the lights off. But unfortunately I don't have that fan at the moment to demonstrate that for you. Either way though, a lot of great work here. This also incorporated some dry brushing on the pool noodles. They actually took pool noodles, covered them in masking tape, then painted them, and then added again that dry brush technique I told you about to make that appearance of wood grain to them. They also again roughed up these styrofoam balls here to sort of create the stones around the fire pit. So really excellent work, as well as you can see these foliage pieces they had made, And back there is a very uncomfortable sleeping mat made of leaves, but what are you gonna do? It's made of leaves, you know? Can't really complain about that, right? And of course, some more of these foliage pieces. So again, super impressed with the work these guys put in on all the pieces, the set, the costumes, everything. We're gonna show a bit more of that to you here in just a minute. And introducing our first costume is Kaa, slithering from the tree. Please come on down, Kaa. Very good, and exit stage left. And on this side we have Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo. And you can show off all sides of these costumes as well, guys. Exactly. We've copied the Sun Bear sort of look, which was more native to India. And you can see that Mowgli is wearing the skin of his enemies. Ooh, ah. And we have Bagheera looking very Black Panther-ish in every way, shape, and form. You guys, and of course we also have Shere Khan. And again. There we go. Of course, fierce as always with a cape. Oh yes, just stay right there. Let me see that crown, Shere Khan, before you eat your prey. Yes, very good, very good. Very good. Yes, you can see the crown made of feathers. Again, much more native to the, much more closer to the Mughal style. Thank you very much. Go eat, kill it. Very good. All right, very good. Our elephants, come on out. At the front of our line here, we have Colonel Hati's outfit. Now, Hati, again, we modeled off of the Mughal period's military garb. And yes, you'll notice there is a headpiece that they're wearing, a feather headpiece that matches most of the military garb we saw, as well as the sash that matched the infantryman sash that we saw from them. And of course, here we have the mother and the baby elephant looking at attention at all times, of course. And yes, very serious, as you can see. And march off, one and all. So, for King Louis's temple, so to say, we actually did a little exercise where we had all the kids kind of sketch out a design for how we wanted to do the temple, and we took a vote, a ranked choice style vote, where we kind of picked the top 3 of all those. And as you can see, these are the 3 designs that they had settled upon. The reason I went with ranked choice is I wanted the option to maybe pull some elements from all 3, or at least multiple ones either way, just to have some extra ideas in the mix, because even though sometimes you might have one good design, it's not the only good idea in the room. Sometimes there are several good ideas, and if you can incorporate more than one, awesome. So, by combining elements of all 3, like I said, I tried to do the overall structure of this one, kind of the cracked and craggliness of this one with its bit of overgrowth, and sort of the lean and spire of this one. I combined all 3 of those, and we came up with this. So this here is King Louis's temple piece, which rolls on and off. As you kind of see, we went with a simple sort of box for the throne. Louis, being obsessed with human culture, would probably just find some sort of human-like thing to make his throne, and probably some crate or box left over by some group of people would probably be something he would incorporate for that. But yeah, it's very overgrown, cracked and craggly, and we use styrofoam to sort of accomplish that stone texture the whole time. As you can see, it gives it the jagged look, and it even allows us to make sort of a 3rd dimension to some of those cracks. Anyways, yeah, really impressed with this. And of course, the monkeys. Go ahead. We built King Louis's temple out of styrofoam and love, of course, and these wonderful monkey costumes, as well as these guard leaves and the ears. And of course, King Louis, being King Louis, is going to create a bit of chaos for his crew. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Yes, yes, yes. Scramble off, and they're gone. How can you get good health these days, right? Anyways, love the sash, and you can see that nice little pendant made of grapes in the center. We tried to make sure the fabrics we chose had patterns that would have been closer to what you would again find in the Mughal sort of period of India. And again, the crown made entirely out of banana pieces. Very well crafted. So proud of these guys' work on this one. And he wouldn't be King Louis without a bit of noise with the bells. Lovely, lovely. So, over here we have Shanti and Shanti's sister warming their hands by the fire, as you can see. We've created. Yeah, the kids built this fire themselves as well. And you can see the wonderful different shawls and things they've incorporated into this, and the way they use burlap so well. They even sewed this part together here. But all of a sudden, of course, they both hear a noise in the bushes and scurry off, scurry off. But what was it other than our Thistle and Banyan? Exactly. So yes, lovely costume pieces. These are sort of almost like forest spirits of sorts, or jungle spirits in this, representing both the thistle plant from India and the banyan. And again, we tried to make sure we did our research to come at least as close as possible to how these plants actually look in a way. And I really love the head pieces on both of these. So much good work put into this. And of course, the bottoms, the legging, all that sort of stuff, that's stuff that the students themselves will provide on a lot of these. But yeah, you'll notice really, really nice work. All right, our kites. Come on out. All right, so some of you may be a bit confused if the only version of a kite you've ever heard of are the ones you used to play with as kids, the ones on strings and whatnot. Kite is actually a term for a bird of prey, so we had all the kids create these masks out of different feather pieces, and you'll notice the one in the center here is sort of our head kite. That's why we gave them that sort of gold emblem piece in the middle. And we tried to incorporate a simple sort of feather bow with this, because a lot of these characters in the show are also having to do quick changes into other characters. So that way a quick mask and a feather bow is a nice way to show the whole costume without having to actually, you know, flesh out the, you know, pants and shirt and all that other stuff too. So anyways, really good work. And of course, every once in a while in the bushes, there may be a jackal coming to take one of these birds of prey out. Oh no, here we go. And yes, so right over here, this is our jackal. And again, we're doing both the play and the musical. This character is from the play, and yes, very fierce, love it. And you'll notice on the side we incorporated these, and it's kind of hard to see with this, but these white stripes. I'm gonna go to the other side so we can maybe see it a little better. Yeah, and the lighting there. Yeah, and we had the paws, and I love those ears, by the way. Very good work. Yes, head on out, eat your prey, jackal. That's our tour. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, we hope to see all of you again next summer or next semester. Like I said, enrollment is still happening currently for the design class in the fall. So hope to see you all then. Bye.